Hello, everybody, and welcome. Today, we are here to talk about some special announcements. We got a couple of special announcements, and we're going to give some updates with the AWC and what's happening, and what, especially for those of you who have applied as speakers. Hopefully, we'll be able to touch on anything that you might want to know. And if you have any questions at any point, you can please drop them in the chat with the queue, and we will get to them. You can ask questions all throughout. And to start off, I am Shannon. I write under the pen name of SC Huston, and the author of Curses, Scales, and Feathers and the Clash of Goddesses series. And you're here on my channel where I publish content about writing and self-publishing. And besides the Authortube Writing Conference, I also have the Self-Publishing Tips and Tricks podcast I do with Ben Pick from Running to Write and Morgan Lee. And I am joined today by my partner who has been here for the last 2 years, basically, helped me plan last year's and helping me plan this year's. So I'll let Margaret introduce herself.
Hi, everybody. New location. Who's this? My name is Margaret PINARD. I'm a historical fiction and fantasy author, and I'm sure most of you know me. But if you are new here, welcome. I'm proud to be part of the Authortube Writing Conference 2024 for its third year, where we welcome folks to learn about writing and publishing and networking and just help people realize their dreams. On my channel, you will find some Authortube, but a lot more BookTube because I'm a reader as well as a writer, an eclectic reader. So yeah, that's me. And I hope you find both of us and subscribe and, check out all the updates that we're going to be downloading on you today. Very exciting news.
I think we're moving into our first our intro. So our first partial surprise. Yes. So
one of the things we can catch up with, because we didn't have a live specifically for it, is that we have a keynote speaker. And that is going to be Kathleen Sweeney from BookBrush. So let me take the banner off.
I'll put that back up there.
There we go. Yeah, so this is our feature picture Kathleen sent. If you don't know, BookBrush is a website that is like especially for authors to make images and graphics for their marketing flourishes, which is great. Kathleen is the customer service manager and marketing lead at BookBrush. She loves creating images like some of us do, some of us may not, may find it more of a chore. She brings over 20 years of client service experience, business assurance, strategy, and problem solving to BookBrush. So we're very happy to have her talking at the AWC 2024. I like her leaning out to accommodate.
Yeah, I was trying to. So, all right. So our next surprise is one that we're really, really excited about. Not that I'm trying to speak for Margaret, but I know I'm really excited about it. But I think overall, this is a really good thing that is happening. And that is that we have found an interim publicity chair, and that is DEVON GAMBRELL Clark. She's working with us for this year's conference, just coming on. And I met DEVON in the Authortube community, I think it was late last year. And my first introduction, I think I saw her name in chats, but it was when she was talking about All Call Indie. And I was like, oh, what's this? And I clicked on it. I thought, oh, this is pretty cool. And it was just starting at the time, I think, where she had some contacts on there. And to this day, now she's got a ton. She's built it out. And this is something she does of her own time. And, she does host it on her website, but she pays for her website. There's nobody paying her for this service. But she does try to connect indie authors with people who provide services to those indie authors, running the whole gamut. And I know she's going to come on and talk a little bit about All Call Indie, because I think it's a beautiful endeavor. And when I came across and met DEVON and learned more about All Call Indie and about her and what she's doing, I was super excited. I got with Margaret. I was like, Margaret, I think this could be a good person to work with us. She embodies the spirit of the AWC. And sure. So I know I've been really excited. And I was so happy when she said that she would love to work with us. And yeah, so we'll let her talk about All Call Indie, but now I'm going to pass it off to Margaret and she can talk about what she wants to say.
Yeah, no, I was very excited. My introduction to DEVON was through the Romantasy thing. So I'm not sure how Shannon met, but my sort of vision expanded. Like, she's on the periphery. I've heard of the name, but then she had a book come out and she was on Shannon's channel for the February Charmed Chats, which was a huge endeavor. So I got to see a little bit of her life and a little bit of her creative, I don't know, recharge or like fun aspect, as well as about her book, which you read.
Yeah, I did.
One of the ones you finished, right?
Yeah, it was.
February. So yeah, so romantasy, and I love a good romantasy. So she's on my list as well. So yay, Devon.
So I want to read Devon's bio, and then we're going to bring her on. So Devon writes fantasy and steampunk with a splash of romance and snarky female leads, and is the founder of All Call Indie, a database of freelancers for indie authors. She lives in Northeast Florida with her husband and teen boys, where they manage various animals. If you want to keep up to date with new releases and her latest adventures, you can sign up for the monthly snippets and spoilers newsletter or check out her website. And now we will bring Devon on. Hello, Devon.
Hi.
Would you like
That was a wonderful introduction.
Oh, great. So do you want to add anything else and talk to us a little bit about All Call Indie as well?
Yes, I do. All Call Indie was just an idea that I had because I knew other writers within the community that had services. But when I got to the point of needing those services, I kept scrolling through social media trying to find them. I said, why not bring them all together? So that's where All Call Indie came up. And my critique partner actually helps me with that.
Nice.
We are open for submissions for more freelancers to add to the database. So if anyone does anything on the side, like proofreading, beta reading, editing, content creator, logo designer, whatever, let me know in Substack for All Call Indie.
So yeah, we do have quite a few links there for you guys. If you have not following her YouTube channel, go follow her.
I hope to have more content soon. It's spring break, and everyone was sick here a while ago, so.
And seeing as how you're both in Florida, I'm seeing in the future, I'm sensing that there will be a Authortube in-person reunion, perhaps. Shanna does not like to leave her house, but I think for this, it might be the exact conditions.
Backyard barbecues.
And talking with Devon, we found out we have like so much in common. We're both previous military, had military families. We have kiddos with the big age difference between them. I think, right? If I remember that. Okay. I'm trying to remember the right stat. I was like, wow, you too? Oh, you too? Oh, yeah, you too. So.
Nice. Oh. Adrian says he's met Devon in the wild. And she's one of the Shadow of the Spark. Love the green. Yay. We're 2 against 3 on Love the Green here. Or sorry, 2 against 1.
Yeah. I'm not a big green fan, but I like it for Devon.
Yes, definitely. So in terms of publicity chair, what does that mean? We know that normally our announcements are about the roster of speakers and presentations, but this is like a big thing for us behind the scenes. So like, we're very happy that there's going to be someone contributing on the inside. The publicity chair is the person who is responsible for developing and implementing marketing strategies. So, we are all trying our best individually with our accounts to get the word out and have people spread awareness about this lovely opportunity for a free virtual conference for writers. But, someone who's really good at the marketing and how organized as Devon is definitely appreciated. She'll be managing the social media platforms, how we sort of share them out, and creating promotional materials. So I know Shannon is like, I know we have graphics creation interfaces, but someone else to take a little bit of this load off is going to be very, very helpful. So social media, advertising campaigns, and also the street team coordinator and the giveaways coordinator. So I don't know if anyone's ears have perked up, but if you remember, we do the shout out or the call for giveaways to make it just that much more exciting at the end of the conference and have people participate to the very end to find out if they've won our lovely donated items based on their reviews. So that will be coming up. If you're interested in helping with the giveaways, maybe send an email to, what's our address?
Authortube Writing Conference.
@gmail.com. There we go. So that is the backstory on the publicity chair.
And definitely grateful to have Devon be able to come on. And I remember one of the conversations we had. I said, I don't mind making the graphics if you don't want to do that. She said, oh no, I love making graphics. I'm like, okay, that takes another thing off my plate. So I also like making graphics too, but it's the time. It's finding time to do it.
Yes.
So I have spent the last 3 weeks, sending out emails, replying, changing things for all the speakers. That has taken a lot of my time. And so, usually this other stuff, the graphics and the social media, that would be just all put on hold while I was doing all of that. So having Devon has been awesome. And she's had a lot of energy that she's infused that we haven't even thought of, like the blog posts on Ko-fi. So I'm really enjoying that, seeing new things. So now we have a little section where we're just going to ask a few questions of Devon, just to kind of get to know her more, for you guys to get to know her more. If you guys have any questions for Devon, please feel free to drop them in the chat. So the first one that I'd like to ask is, what are you most excited for in working with the AWC?
It's just an awesome idea in general to spread the word. A lot of people can't leave home to attend conferences, and then, travel expenses, tickets. It's just way more convenient for us who are just trying to do the day job, the family. Yeah. So it's amazing to be to be of help for it.
Yeah.
What about your genre? So I know we have 2 representatives from the romantasy genre. Do you read others? Do you have experiences of watching maybe other presenters from different genres, but they had really great topics? And what can you say to people who are looking to join with something vastly different, like nonfiction or memoir or something like that?
Historical fiction.
I read so diversely. I actually picked up How Language Began. I'm listening to that audiobook. Yeah. Truly fascinating. All the way to, sci-fi, fantasy, the more entertaining for, escaping genres. But yeah, I read a lot. And everyone writes differently too, and writes in different genres. So just having it all will be helpful, and the information out there.
Yeah.
And I think that you can see or gather influence from other genres to use in our genres. And I think I see some of that influence in your book as well.
Yes.
So yeah, definitely.
Nice. We love
I love history.
So one of the big things for me, of course, is you coming in and do social media, because I like making graphics. I don't really like posting social media. One of the questions I came up with was, what's your favorite social media platform and how do you make the most of it?
My favorite social media platform is Instagram by far. Easy graphics. You can post pictures. Canva's a huge help with Instagram. Reels are pretty easy, especially when you just go through and pick the music that relates to what you're posting. It doesn't have to be intricate, but it definitely has to mean something. And I just find it easier. And you could put there's enough characters you can add to turn it into a post itself.
Yeah, almost like a blog post. Yeah.
Yeah, like a blog post that you can share across all other platforms.
Yeah, it is pretty versatile with just a still picture or a set of still pictures that you can scroll through on just one post, or a reel or a story. So it does have that versatility there.
Yes.
Okay.
And Margaret's like, no.
I'll stick with YouTube. I find my people on YouTube, so I should be happy there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like YouTube too, but Instagram would be my next one.
Mm-hmm. And I think that makes sense for appealing to the rest of the authors and writers involved in the conference. So I think that's definitely where the most people are, and you want to meet people where they're at. So that makes sense.
And it's very easy to transfer your Instagram reels into YouTube shorts.
True. Yeah. I just was looking at this. I didn't realize that when we make someone a wrench, it now shows up on the comment on the screen. It shows the wrench there. So, all our announcement was that Devon Gambrell Clark is now the publicity chair for the Authortube Writing Conference. She's interim. We're going to, she's going to take this time to figure out if this is something that she wants to continue and if she even likes us. So, to see. And, of course, if we continue to also with the Authortube Writing Conference, depending on how we all feel at the end of this one. So. Did you want to ask another question or?
I don't have another specific question, but maybe since Devon has been poking around all the back documents in the AWC brain, do you have a presentation that you're excited to see, or maybe one that you remember watching that was like an inspiration to be like, oh, this is so useful and helpful. I want to be part of this.
Actually, I think I'm just excited to watch all of it.
Okay.
I
really am.
Well, we do have a few speaker updates. Shannon, did you want to highlight? And then I have some too.
Yeah. So I did just want to give an update about the speaker selections. Almost all of the guest speakers have received notification if they are presenting. I do have 2 more that I need to reach out to because we've had we refigured the schedule a little bit because we forgot a couple things. And then just other stuff happening. So there are a couple more people I need to reach out to. Once I reach out to them and I have a response, then I should be able to reach out to those who were not accepted to see what they want to do after that. I want to wait until those 2 people respond back, which I've not sent out the email yet because we just figured stuff out over the weekend. And I give them a week to respond. And next week, I won't be here. I am taking a vacation. So if you have not been contacted by the end of this week, you will get a response because we do have other ideas happening that you'll get a response from me, but it may be when I get back from my vacation, which will be the first week in April. And then in April, we will do the speaker selections. And so I thought we would do them by now, but we've just had different things have come up that we've had to refigure the schedule and other things happening. So speaker selections will happen in April. And of course, on May 1st, we will have another live stream where we're going to do a full reveal of the full schedule and everybody who is presenting. So that's the update.
Very important.
Yeah.
Balance. Nice. I wanted to just pop in with some speaker highlights because I have a peek behind the scenes at people who have accepted and confirmed, because green on our sheet means confirmed, right?
Confirmed. Yep. Yes.
We have a whole complicated color system. It changes for every spreadsheet. I love it. So I have...
No, it's only because of one time I think you highlight something green. I'm like, green, really? And I was just joking because green is not really my favorite color. So she changed the color. I'm like, no, but I understand green means go.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. So we've got, as always, some new folks that are coming into the conference to present, as well as returning favorites. So I thought I'd highlight 3 new faces that we'll be seeing. Many of you know, I at least know, Pei Vio and attention, exclamation point. He's been a bit absent, but his channel is so like gold treasure, right? And for people who like philosophy, there's a lot of interesting tie-ins. So his presentation, The Philosophical Threads of Authorship, is going to be like so much his channel, but also so much the AWC. So I'm very excited to see it. We've got Brie Bonomo, who is a connection through the Stygian collection. And I love her channel. She's going to be talking about breaking into the industry with short fiction, which I thought would be really interesting for people, because I think this is one of the chief advices for folks, is to start with short fiction, submit to journals, then start querying. And that's the traditional way. And so I think we'll be hearing from her how that rolls out, but then like how that mixes with her indie publishing. So I'm very curious about that. And then we've got CM Alonji, who is going to be, who is a TikTok sensation, who is also a YouTube, big channel. Very exciting to see her Fae Latte, I think is what it's called. It's like a cafe run by fairies, and it brings all the verve to a fantasy environment. I love it. She's going to be talking about writing diverse characters without being boring, preachy, or canceled. And so if those are the traps that you are often worried about, I'm very excited to see her advice in achieving those things. And then returning favorites that I'm delighted to see.
Bean.
Hello, Bean. He's down to make his displeasure known. We've got Nia James. writing about world building and story Bible help for plotters, pantsers, and plantsers. So wherever you are on the spectrum. And what's super exciting is that Nia, the Vixen of Fiction, is pairing up. This is the first time I believe we've had a paired up presentation, which is very exciting.
Yeah.
So after Nia, Tiffany will be carrying the baton on from Nia, Tiffany Russell, with building your story Bible in Notion. And so I'm just excited to see how they arrange that and like make things that carry over and attract audience that is long standing. So that'll be good. And then finally, my friend JD Estrada is going to be talking about collaborating for the perfect cover. And it's perfect timing right now for me to announce this because he just came out with his cover reveal for his final book, which just released. So his Being Human trilogy is complete, and you can get it on Kindle this week with a deal. And I'll pop that in the chat just because I like supporting authors, and why not do it today too?
Yeah, of course. That's what we're here for.
Yeah. So those are my little highlights that I like dove in and why I'm excited about June coming, even though it's only March.
Do we need should we do a call for anything for that you might need recruiting wise?
Yes, street team. I have to step out for a minute because I'm getting a call from the roofers, but if you could carry on and I'll come back and
we'll carry on.
It.
Okay. All right, Devin, we'll hand it over to you.
Yes. Sorry, I have to look at my notes because ADHD. Where? I completely lost my place. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I'll go through and talk to some of the chat while you find it.
Okay.
Let's see. Richard asked, has TikTok been banned yet? Which Elaine did answer it. It did pass through the U.S. House of Representatives, but it has to go through Senate and then to the president. So who knows what's going to happen with that, because it could get stopped somewhere along the way, sort of like the daylight savings that this got stopped. I think it's funny. Boring preaching and cancel could be the new snog, marry, and avoid. And latest cover masterpiece, the end to being. I've been waiting for JD Estrada to finish this because I have his first book, and I was like, I don't like starting when it's a series. I really want, if the series is not done, I really want to be able to read the whole series all the way through. And so I've been holding on to it. And I asked him, I think nearly 2 years ago, I asked him when he was going to finish it because he had just that last book. And so I'm so happy and pleased to see that it's come out now.
Yeah, when I know there's a series coming out, I usually start collecting the books until the last one comes out, and then I can read them all straight through.
Yeah.
Helps with cliffhangers too.
Yes.
But we are wondering if anyone has anything for giveaways, books, services, gift cards, any other materials that they would like to donate for the AWC for at the end of the conference. We have a form, right, Shannon?
I didn't actually get around to making it yet.
Oh, okay.
I was going to try, but I hadn't got around to it yet. I guess I would say maybe right now they can just send it to the Authortube Writing Conference at gmail.com.
Yes, there is a contact form on there that you can fill out with your name, email, and it'll come right to us. Yeah.
The contact form on the website also leads comes straight to that. On AWC. So yeah, we're definitely open. If anybody wants to add to the giveaways, at this moment we don't have any giveaways. So I think we make a bigger push usually before now, but we've the timeline has changed a little bit since last year. So yeah, there's a contact form if anyone would like to submit anything for the giveaways. And then, of course, we'll be reaching out to speakers separately as well. And that'll be from me and Lindsay, who is the speaker coordinator. So, but Devin's in charge of the giveaway, so you can always, address her if you send the email. But I don't know if we'll have to see if you've got into the email all the way yet, but we could check on that. Yeah. So. Before we came on live here, Margaret was dealing with some contracting issues or something with the home that she's not there for because she's visiting family and they're doing stuff and she's not there and they did something wrong. So that's what she's dealing with right now. And hello, Rachel. So I will just put it out there because I know she's always looking for more volunteers. So if you guys are not familiar enough with the terms, right? I'm conference chair. Margaret is recruitment chair. So she recruits everybody who helps out with the AWC and lines it up and figures out, where people are wanting to go. And of course, then we have our new interim publicity chair with Devon. But so if you would like to volunteer, we're always open for more moderators and street team people. We have some, but more always helps, especially when we're trying to get out the word because people are busy. Sometimes the street team, parts of the street team can do it now and the other parts can do it later. And, so having at any point is really nice. So.
Yep, and everything can be found through the website when you go to About the AWC and you scroll down and you will see empty slots with Apply Now.
Yeah. And and that goes directly to a sign up form. So
yes.
We've had people reach out through the email too and say, hey, I would really like to volunteer. So, and I think Margaret's been working through those as well. So, and I feel like there was someone last week and I thought I remember who it was and I don't remember who it was. And I was in their stream and I think they said something that they had volunteered, but they hadn't heard anything. If that is you.
Kay.
Kay?
Kay.
Yes. Oh, okay. Kay Parquet.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah, I meant to bring this up, Margaret, but I couldn't remember who it was. But Kay Parquet, she said she had reached out about volunteering. Have you got in contact with her? Do you recognize her name?
I definitely recognize her name because I'm subscribed and she does regular sprints. Let me look at my sheet.
It's possible
that. So I think she must have emailed, and I haven't checked since she emailed in, and it may have been a while because I've been a bit scattered with all the travel that I'm doing.
There's nothing in the email because I've checked it this morning. So it's possible that it maybe just slightly wrong email address or something. I don't know how she tried to submit it. If she did through the form or email, it's possible they got lost somewhere. So okay.
Do we have another Q&A or can I do my we need street team, we need moderators pitch?
Okay, I did say we need street team and moderators, but I don't have a whole pitch with it. But so if you have more you want to add, you're welcome to. No,
it's just that now you see that we're a bigger team, and you definitely want to join now. Street team, all that's required is that you take the graphics that we put on Discord or in the Google Drive, whichever is easiest or more natural for you, and put them on your brand so that we're spreading the word and everyone's little audience adds up to a bigger audience. So that means more people watching the presentations in June, and that is our goal. Yeah. And the moderators, all that is required is that we do a little training on what is involved, which basically means you need to get the wrench on someone's channel. You need to know how to stop spammers. You need to know what kind of links are positive and encouraging for your speaker or speakers. And you just, hit the ground running. It's pretty easy. And you get lots of virtual hugs for being a moderator and being lovely. So yeah, that's the two things that we're hoping more people will sign up for.
I'd also say that it's kind of a bit of a boon to get to meet new people in the Authortube community or people to meet you, especially some of the bigger channels that may not have known that you existed. So if you and we do it first come, first serve. So if you say, hey, I want to be a moderator, when we open the spreadsheets, it's through Google Google Sheets. It's first come, first serve. So you're like, hey, I really want to do it for 1 year we had Sarah Cannon. I want to be the moderator for Sarah Cannon. You can hurry and get in there and, go with Sarah Cannon. Because we do share your contact information with the people who request to have moderators. So it's a good way to become known throughout the community.
Rachel pointing out, yes, she's like an honorary street team, but you can have access to the graphics we do.
Yeah, we've made a bunch of graphics.
Because I like bragging about my friends and the cool stuff they're doing. Yes, and we appreciate it. We love it. And Kat is pointing out here, yes, we both got busy. Kat is helping with the volunteer coordinating. So I've had on my list to have a big setup meeting, but because we haven't needed to do anything yet, it's been on the back burner. But Kat's got me her schedule and we're on the almost there. So yeah, Kat, I'm so sorry. I will get with you soon. And there's the link in case anyone is curious in the chat. Honorary. There we go.
Well, if you guys, if nobody in the chat has any questions, I think we'll start wrapping it up.
Devon, do you have a really practice spiel for like when you introduce yourself in a video that you want to use as an outro?
I do not. I do not.
Oh, no time like the present to practice.
Like the present. But you guys can reach me at dgambrell.com for any questions for the AWC or for All Call Indie. All of my contact information is on there. But don't forget, AWC has a Ko-fi account. So if you want updates on everything that's happening, I will be posting everything there.
She's already done a great one. It's got the essential details, the dates, the times you want to get on your calendar, and then you can just follow us on Ko-fi so that when you get new updates, you'll see them as soon as Devon places them there.
And if you sign up, it'll go directly to your email, so you don't even have to worry about checking back in.
Yes, another site to check. Ooh, that's a great thing. I think we did in the past. I don't know if it's there in the folder currently.
Well, in the Discord, I put the full schedule for what I saw envisioned for graphics to go out, what days, which, Devon, you're more than welcome to change and modify and do whatever you want with that. I just was trying to think of what we would need.
Right.
So
yeah, I think that's actually.
I do have it pulled up, and I was brainstorming on how to organize it all so it's concise and easy.
Are you saying I'm wordy? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. And to be clear, I think Shannon's done all the work of like what needs to happen pushing out information wise. And I think Rachel is asking, is there like a picture of Friday, this person or this time or something like that? So I think Devon was just saying that's
what she meant.
The gears are going. She's trying to think how to do it. It'll probably end up being a carousel, I imagine. So
yes.
And that'll come out after we release the full schedule on the YouTube live on May 1st.
Yeah.
So. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to do your
everything? Yeah.
You want to do your outro, Margaret? You want me to do mine?
I'll do mine so you can be the finalist. Yes, I'm Margaret PINARD. Everybody go visit the channel. The huge thing that happened with me this year is that I'm monetized. So like I have crossed the Rubicon thanks to all your help watching and commenting and engaging. And it's just like that little bit of validation that every writer needs in some form, right?
Yes,
so
yes.
I really appreciate it, and I'm very grateful.
Yeah.
So see you on the channel about books and writing stuff.
Yeah. Oh, and what do you have coming out next on your channel, Margaret? What should people looking out for?
I have a vlog about my bookshop tour in the UK and the booktubers that I met in Glasgow, Scotland.
Nice.
So tune in for that.
And Devon, I know you said yours is kind of here and there, but do you have anything planned come up on your channel anytime soon?
I am planning on doing regular scheduled sprints on Wednesdays. It's going to have to start next week after spring break because children.
Yeah.
Also, I'll have a Q1 reading wrap up as well with everything that I've read so far.
Nice.
Teacher says, welcome aboard, Devon, and thank you as always. So yeah, I'm Shannon. You guys are here on my channel, but we'll have our next live. I think it's on Devon's channel when we're doing the next live, but I'm not. Oh gosh, don't let me not speak because I don't remember. I know we wrote some stuff down.
Yeah, we did.
I don't remember it.
That's a later today problem.
Yeah. So, but we will be back again with more announcements in the future as we're leading up to the Authortube Writing Conference. And the next thing happening on my channel is I have sprints tomorrow morning. A bit later, it's 10 a.m. Central and 11 a.m. Eastern for the March Madness sprints. So,
yay!
Yeah. All right, and that will do it. And say bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.